You ever feel like you're doing everything right? You're hitting your business goals, checking off wins, staying disciplined, but you still feel off? Like you're productive, but not present. You're winning on paper, but inside you feel like something's disconnected. You wake up and you feel like you're already behind. You make decisions all day long, but doubt still creeps in. You're physically there, but emotionally and mentally, you're checked out. This video is for the entrepreneurs who've built momentum through pressure and grind, but are now realizing that something deeper is missing. Let's talk about it. See, when most people feel off, they assume they need more information, a better planner, or the next productivity hack. Like more. They need more. Right now, I need more. What if you didn't actually need more knowledge to solve the problem that you're currently facing? What you don't need is more knowledge and information. You actually need more internal awareness. What's holding you back isn't strategy. It's that you haven't paid attention to the other areas of your life that directly fuel your clarity, your confidence, and your energy. You haven't been listening to your body. You haven't been checking in with your emotions. You haven't been giving your nervous system or your brain any time to reset. Yes, I understand. As an entrepreneur, we grind, we hustle. We often do things that aren't the best for our health, aren't the best for, anything else besides making progress in business. I understand that. But as an entrepreneur, being in that position of power, you have to be the one to tell yourself, I need to make sure that I keep my hardware, my body's software running properly. What would you do with your computer when your computer starts to get backed up because there's too much stuff on it? You know what I mean? You clean out your computer. When your computer has a virus, what do? You install malware. You install something to take away that virus. You know what I mean? You don't just continue. There has to be a breaking point where you introspect and you actually heal. When you heal, when you recover is when you make the gains. When you go to the gym, you're breaking down your muscles. Where you actually make gains is where you recover. Recovery is just as important as the hard work that you're putting in. You have to recover as well. You're always doing, you're always crushing, you're always pushing, but you haven't built the space to observe. And here's the cost of things like that you may be noticing as side effects. Your confidence starts to wobble, decision fatigue creeps in, you lose presence with your team, your girl, and your purpose, and you think it's burnout. You think you're just tired from the hustle. But what you're really missing is internal regulation, the stillness in the chaos. You need to learn how to cultivate that calmness in the eye of the storm, and how you do this is by focusing on the inward instead of the external in your business all the time. It's the skill and the ability to slow down your mind so you can speed up your power. It's not some spiritual mumbo jumbo, I promise. It's biology. It's leadership, performance, and mastery. Here's what I want you to understand. The body and your mind are foundational tools. If you ignore them, they will rebel, slowly at first through brain fog, indecision, poor sleep, and then harder through chronic fatigue, anxiety, low sex drive, irritability. Your fitness, mindfulness, and emotional regulation aren't just side habits. They're the system reboot that you need. High-level performance doesn't come from grinding harder. It comes from mastering rhythm, knowing when to grind, mastering having systems on the back end to enable you to grind harder. And it comes from cultivating and learning your specific rhythm, knowing when to press and when to pause. Let me give you a simple but powerful daily reset routine that my clients and I use to get back into alignment. First is something I like to call nothingness meditation. Sit in silence, no input, breathe deeply, become aware of your body, your feet, your breath, your thoughts. Don't judge or react, just observe. Another thing you could do is set a grounding intention. Who do I need to be today to lead clearly? Is a question you can ask yourself. Another thing which you can do is do midday check-ins. Check in with yourself a couple times a day. Stop, gain some awareness of your body and your breath, and ask yourself for 60 seconds, how does my body feel? What's my mental state? Am I acting from clarity or am I acting from pressure? Take a deep breath, reset, and proceed. Another thing you can start incorporating is mindful training. Minimize your distractions, get ready to engage and fully push your body to its physical edge. Not only will this train your nervous system to handle stress, but it will also enable you to work harder in the long run because you can handle more work physically. It's almost like giving you a physical confidence booster. You can do this with strength training. I recommend athletic performance training, strength, speed, mobility, and agility. Start asking yourself mindful questions. Start being more aware of yourself and your state and being more attentive to it. So listen, you've already built the success most people dream about. But if you want to keep playing this game at the highest level, you can't just push harder. You have to operate smarter, and that starts inside, not with more inputs, but with deeper awareness. This is the new edge of entrepreneurship. A leader who can stay calm under pressure, centered in chaos, and crystal clear even in the middle of war. If this resonated and you know it's time to upgrade your performance from the inside out, then let's talk. Book a free call with me. No pressure, just clarity. I'll show you how I help entrepreneurs like you optimize their mind, body, and leadership so they can scale without sacrificing their soul. Click the link below or DM me on Instagram Reset and I'll send you the details. And remember, sometimes your next level doesn't come from the grind. You have to put in the back end work so that you can be enabled to kill and crush and fucking dominate on the front end. Excuse my language, but that's what we want to do. I'm here to help you lock in your lifestyle habits on the back end so that you can crush on the front end. And it all comes with getting aligned, so let's get to work. And as always, stay humble.